fat to a particular area is to protect the area. Now, yet, with insane consistency, soy protein isolate and textured proteins are used extensively in school lunches and school lunch programs and summer programs. It is used extensively in commercial baked goods, cookies, breads, all of these, diet beverages, and fast food products. Soy protein isolate and textured proteins are heavily promoted in Africa, India, and South America. In other words, where melanated peoples populate and are targeted for depopulation through food giveaway programs. Soy processing factories are going up wholesale all over Africa. Why? Oh, you're going to know why. On tests conducted with school children, researchers noted that the children vomited occasionally, usually after finishing a soy-based soy protein isolate meal. 1/2 of the test group suffered from periods of diarrhea, upper respiratory infections, rashes, fevers, asthma and bronchitis symptoms. Soy consumption also linked to cancer. Soy consumption was also found to lessen your libido and was used by the Shaolin monks periodically for just that purpose. Soy protein isolate and soy products were used to take away your libido. Libido means you want to get it on. Thousands of women are consuming soy with the belief that it protects them against breast cancer. They had a rude awakening in 1996 when Swedish researchers found that women consuming soy protein isolate had an increase of epithelial hyperplasmia, a condition that sets into the body right before they begin to process and to see cancer situations. But here is the most diabolical study about soy that you've ever been told, one that could be read about. You could not read about in its effects because you would not know what soy is about. Soy degenerates the gender integrity in male children and formula-fed babies. Soy degenerates the gender integrity of male babies who are fed soy-based inframeal products. Where all these gay folks come from? In studies dating as far back as 1950, a substance called genistein in soy caused endocrine disruption in animals. 1950? They knew that the substance genistein created endocrine problems in the rats and monkeys, which meant the rats and monkeys either wouldn't fuck, couldn't fuck, and after they did fuck, the children were just completely crazy. They knew this. I don't know if that's seeping in. Because right now, brothers and sisters, bless their heart, unknowingly are giving our sisters and little babies soy products. I'm giving them the soy substitute. I keep telling them, make your own nut milk out of the organic nuts. You can work, you got to work harder. You are not taking care of your children because you have been told that the imperative is at the job. You give most of your life force to that job, and you serve that devil, and you come back and just give some fucking microwave shit to your children. In 1991, Japanese researchers reported that eating just as little as 30 grams or 2 tablespoons of soybeans per day for only 1 month resulted in significant increase of thyroid-stimulating hormone. Soy carries the genistein, but it also, they found out that it carries these ingredients which are endocrine disruptors. They call these substances isoflavones. And you'll see isoflavones on the side of some foods. The other name for it is called diazen. Diazen. D-I-A-D-Z-E-N. That's the other disruptor to the endocrine system that's in soy. Now, diseases like diffuse goiter and hypothyroidism appeared in some of the human subjects, along with constipation, fatigue, and lethargy. Scientists went on TV and news media to boast of soy's benefit, telling people to take 25 grams of soy protein isolate to lower cholesterol, and that was the minimum amount. This much contains 50 to 70 milligrams of isoflavones. 100 milligrams was the max that was recommended by your doctor. In 1992, the Swiss Health Service estimated that 100 grams, listen carefully, people, the Swiss Health Service estimated that 100 grams of soy protein gave the same amount of estrogen as the pill. I'm going to say that again. 100 grams of soy protein gave the same amount of estrogen as the pill. Now to the diabolical part. The isoflavones in infant formula. Daily exposure to infants based on their little tiny body weight exposed them to isoflavones in the soy infant formula that is 6 to 10 times higher than the dose that has the hormonal effects on adults who consume soy products. 6 to 10 times higher based on their little body weights. Now check this. Circulating concentrations of isoflavones in infant-fed soy formula were 13,000 to 22,000 times higher than the plasma estradiol steroid concentration in infants who drank mother's milk or even cow's milk. So the isoflavone effect that would happen to us, that would drive us crazy, is 13,000 times that when it gets into the system of an infant. 25% of bottle-fed children here in America take soy formula, and the statistics are rising. This is higher than any other country in the so-called Western world. Now check this. Infants fed exclusively on soy formula receive the equivalent estrogen intake of no less than 5 birth control pills a day. Yo! What is happening to our young brothers? Even with our sisters. Why is fibroid tumors that I've been witnessing rampant now in younger and ever younger girls? When I was dealing with it some 15, 20 years ago, sisters in their upper 30s and 40s had it. Now sisters as young in their early 20s got fibroid tumors. Shit, girl, you ain't lived that long to have a fibroid tumor. Breast cancers in girls at 24 years of age. Breast cancers in men now rising. Fagotizing the planet. Now, listen carefully. Male infants go through what is known as a testosterone surge during the first few months of life, when testosterone levels may sometimes get as high as an adult male. During this time, the boy is being programmed to express masculine tendencies after puberty, not only in the development of his sexual organs and other physical traits, but also in fixing the patterns in the brain characteristics that are connotative and specific to male behavior. Like not wanting to sit home and let your woman go to work for you. Like not feeling that something's wrong because you got your woman out there working, and the one that you by nature, it's in my book, The Wounded Womb, your nature has been perverted, where you got to think that it's all right for her to sit home. Most of the brothers in the insane asylums, most of the brothers in jail, most of the brothers that don't want to take that shit are the ones that's the dropouts of the society. Because I'll be damned if I ain't going to be a man, if nothing else. They got you doing my work. And sisters don't understand that that's the plan. That's the Willie Lynch protocol of switching the work so that you now got the money and the troubles and your whole biological system is in chaos. When we were here to make sure that you had peace. That's what we were here for. Because we know what it is. In our instincts, we know that you are the tabernacle of life. And you can't be crazy out your fucking mind. You have to be quiet and sane to raise a sane child. If you are insane, then your child is insane. And I'd rest my case when you go out here today. Know for a fact that who you are is based upon what material was used to create you inside of that tabernacle that is your mother. And you worrying about the rent, you worrying about shit, that changes the biochemistry, which changes your hormonal integrity, which then creates a crazy-ass child. You didn't do all this heavy shit. You didn't have to do all of that. We were here for that. That's why we were built like this, to do the work. But we have been virtually turned into Mac Daddies and criminals because in even us trying to survive, they got jail cells ready for that. Turn us into criminals. Don't understand what they're doing. You got to understand how this thing is working. The science of repression and oppression. The metaphysical science. It ain't just going out there marching and yelling and screaming and shit and telling them, kill the devil and all that shit. You got to understand the metaphysics of how they work in your ass. Because that part is orchestrated too. That's right. To get you out there yelling and screaming and, oh, Message Jesse talking shit, oh, keep hope alive. Yeah. Who the fuck is hope? Is hope some motherfucker on an intravenous someplace and shit? We got to keep giving blood, keep it alive? Because we keep giving blood. We obviously keep giving some fucking blood. They keep killing us in the street. We got to be keeping hope alive, and hope got to be half dead and on our blood. In monkeys deficient of male hormones, these deficiencies impairs the development of spatial perception, a trait that is naturally more highly developed in men. Our spatial development is necessary because as a provider and a protector, we have to be able to react to our environments much more quickly. They say, well, women do better with languaging. Of course, you develop a part of your brain that is necessary for you to be who you are. Well, women are good at languaging. Well, why? Because babies can't talk.